feel it, don't you? The weight. The invisible chains wrapped around your mind, your life, your future. You wake up every morning, and for a split second there's hope, a flicker of something more. But then reality crashes down like a hammer, and those chains tighten. Your routine, the same. Your dreams, distant. Your fire, fading. And the worst part, you tell yourself it's fine, that this is just how life is, and maybe one day something will change. But it won't. Because most people never break free. They live and die in quiet regret, never knowing what they could have been. They sit in the same chair, walk the same path, have the same thoughts, until one day they realize they ran out of time. And by then, it's too late. Is that how your story ends? Are you going to be one of them? Or are you going to fight? Because make no mistake, either you break the chains, or they bury you alive in regret. This isn't just some speech. This is your wake-up call. No one's coming to save you. No one's handing you a key. So the only question left is, are you ready to break free? You hear that? That voice in your head whispering, telling you to stay put, to play it safe, to not make a fool of yourself? That voice, that's the chain tightening. Every time you hesitate because of what they might think, every time you shrink yourself to fit into their expectations, the weight gets heavier. Fear of judgment, it's a slow poison. You worry about their opinions, their approval, but tell me, where are they when you're alone? Where are they when regret keeps you up at night? Nowhere. Yet you let them control you. And then there's self-doubt, your worst enemy, the one that sounds like you, looks like you, but exists only to keep you small. You question yourself so much, you don't even realize you are the one keeping yourself locked in. You think, what if I fail? I'll tell you what happens if you fail. You get up. But if you never try, you stay exactly where you are. And then there's the biggest lie of all, the comfort zone. You think you're safe? No, you're just trapped in a cage disguised as comfort. You sit there, convincing yourself it's not that bad, that maybe things will change on their own. They won't. Because every day you wait, every excuse you make, every opportunity you let pass, the chains get heavier. One day, you'll look back and realize life did not hold you back. You did. Pain fades. Wounds heal. But regret stays. It lingers in the quiet moments when the world goes silent and all you have left are your thoughts. People think pain is the worst thing that can happen to them. But pain is temporary. It burns, but it passes. Regret haunts. Because the worst kind of regret isn't about what you did. It's about what you never had the courage to do. Think about that. Not the mistakes you made, not the failures, but the moments you let slip away, the words you never spoke, the chances you never took, the life you never lived because you were too afraid. Look around you. Really look. The ones who never took the risk. The ones who played it safe their whole lives. You can see it in their eyes. That dull, hollow stare. The weight they carry. The knowledge that it's too late for them now. And one day, that could be you. Because time doesn't stop. It doesn't wait. And one day, you'll wake up and realize there's no more time left to change. So ask yourself, when that day comes, will you be free? Or will you be buried beneath the weight of everything you never did? You think you have time. That's the biggest lie ever told. Time doesn't wait for you. It doesn't care if you're ready. Every second that passes, you're either moving closer to freedom or deeper into your prison. The enemy you don't see, it's not the world holding you back. It's not your circumstances, it's your own delay. Every second wasted, another chain added. Every excuse, every moment of hesitation, it tightens around you. Time doesn't slow down because you need more of it. It keeps moving forward, indifferent to your struggles. You tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow, but tomorrow becomes a lie. Procrastination is like quicksand. The longer you stay still, the deeper you sink. You think you're just taking a break, just buying yourself a little more time. But in reality, you're sinking into a pit of complacency. The more you delay, the more control you lose. So, I'll ask you, how much longer will you let your excuses dictate your life? How much longer will you live in the illusion that you have time? Because time is a precious commodity, and you're wasting it. Freedom starts the moment you stop waiting for permission to live. That's right, the moment you stop seeking approval from others. The moment you stop waiting for someone to tell you it's okay to go after what you want, that's the moment freedom begins. The shift in mindset is the key. You've been waiting for someone's validation, thinking they hold the keys to your life. But the truth is, they don't care about you as much as you think. So why are you living for them? They have their own battles, their own lives, and yet you're giving them the power to dictate your path. It's time to destroy the fear of judgment, the chains that hold you back, the ones wrapped around your mind. They are all forged by the fear of what others think. But let me tell you something, they don't care. They're not paying attention to every step you take. The world doesn't revolve around you, and that's a blessing. It means you can do whatever you want without the weight of others' opinions holding you back. Pain is a weapon. Every scar, every setback, every ounce of suffering, use it. Let it fuel you. Let it push you forward. Pain doesn't have to cage you. It can ignite a fire inside you that will burn brighter than anything else. A caged beast can either rot or sharpen its claws and break free. What are you going to do? Are you going to sit there waiting for someone to open the door for you? Or are you going to break the chains yourself and show the world who you really are? The moment you make the choice to break free, you'll realize something powerful. The chains only exist if you accept them. Deny them. Look at them for what they really are, illusions, and watch them crumble. Let's get one thing straight. Freedom isn't easy, it's painful, it's lonely, it's war. You think it's just a decision? A simple choice to break free? No, it's a battle. You'll fight yourself, your own doubts, your own fears, and the world around you, they won't make it any easier. People will resist. The moment you decide to change, to take control of your life, the world will try to pull you back. They won't let you go without a fight. People who are too comfortable in their cages will see you trying to break free, and they won't cheer you on. They'll drag you back. Crabs in a bucket. The second one of them tries to escape, the others will grab it and pull it down. That's how the world works. People are threatened by those who rise. They'll tell you to stay down with them. They'll say you're crazy, selfish, unrealistic. But the truth is, they don't want you to escape. They don't want you to show them it's possible. Until you succeed. And when you do, they'll act like they always believed in you. But don't be fooled. They were cheering for you when it counted. So here's the final question you need to answer. Do you want approval? Or do you want freedom? Because, my friend, you can't have both. Why most people stay trapped? The truth is simple. Most people never break free. Why? Because they never take the first step. And without action, nothing changes. They sit, they wait, they hope. But hope alone doesn't break chains. Action does. Here's the thing. You don't need to break every chain at once. You don't need to see the whole path ahead. Just start. Just move. Even if it's a small step, it's a step. And that's all that matters. A single crack in the wall can bring the whole thing down. What you do right now could shift everything in your future. But you won't know unless you take that first step. One move, one decision, one moment. That's all it takes. The moment you choose to act, to rise, to break free, is the moment your entire future begins to shift. So what's stopping you? You think you fear failure, but deep down, you fear success even more. Why? Because success is unfamiliar. Suffering is familiar, but struggle is familiar. But winning, that's new. That's terrifying. Success means stepping into the unknown. It means leaving your comfort zone, where everything's predictable, and embracing a future that could either lift you or break you. It's time to stop fearing success. It's time to stop fearing power. You were meant for more. You were meant to break those chains. You were meant to rise above the crowd. Stop letting fear dictate your potential. So I'll ask you this. What's scarier? Failing, or never knowing what you could have become? You have one life, one shot. Are you going to let the fear of success stop you from finding out what's waiting for you on the other side of those chains? You've felt the weight, haven't you? The heavy chains pulling at you, keeping you in place. You're staring at two paths. One path is a slow death. The chains get tighter. The regret starts to eat you from the inside. You look back, and all you see are the things you never did, the chances you never took, and the dreams that will never become reality. Until one day, you realize it's too late. And then there's the other path. The one where you fight, you push, you decide that you're done, you break free. And in that moment, you realize that life is yours. You control your destiny. The regret fades, and what's left is the freedom to live, to choose, to create your future. Imagine a bird locked in a cage. It doesn't even realize it can fly until the door is open. The door is open right now. But here's the thing. You have to walk through it. You have to choose. You have to act. The freedom is waiting, but only you can step into it. The question is, will you take that step? Stay in chains or break them. Stay buried in regret or rise above it. The choice is yours. You can keep living the way you've been living. Keep pretending that tomorrow will be the day you change. Keep hiding between your excuses. But the truth, tomorrow will just be another day of wasted time. Another day of the chains getting heavier and the regret growing deeper. Or you can decide right now that enough is enough. You can rise, you can fight, you can break every chain, no matter how strong or tight they are. No one's coming to save you. No one's going to do it for you. It's you versus your chains. And if you don't fight now, you'll spend a lifetime wondering what could have been. So ask yourself, are you going to live in fear? Or are you going to rise above it? The time to act is now. If this hit you hard, like, share, and subscribe. And drop a comment below. What chain are you breaking today?